What's up everyone, Riz on Swagger here. Tonight I have another interesting fitness challenge for you. This one is brought to you by RFK Jr. and Pete Hegseth. They put out a fitness challenge. Now let me address the elephant in the room. They are political figures and I get it. Arguably they might even be polarizing depending on how you feel. The point of this is not to be political in any way. They're two dudes and they put out a fitness challenge, so I'm gonna give it a try. Okay. Now that I got the normal political disclaimer stuff out of the way, which is kind of ick, I'm gonna wash my hands of that. All right, I'm gonna do my pull-ups here. I probably need to clean that up. So here's the fitness challenge. So the way it works is going to be 50 pull-ups and 100 push-ups. And the idea is to do it in less than 10 minutes. So 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups. Now they don't prescribe any particular order, so you could bunch it in groups of 5 or 10 or whatever you want. Or I suppose you could do a pull-up and a push-up, a pull-up and a push-up. Whatever works for you, but it's 50 and 100. Now they say do it in under 10 minutes, but I looked up their times and Pete Hegseth does it in 5:25 and RFK Jr. does it in 5:48. Not bad for a 71-year-old dude. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a shot. I tend to lose track when I'm doing these sorts of things. So I have some sticky notes and a Sharpie, and I'm going to bunch this in groups of 5 pull-ups and 10 push-ups. So 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10. And so the idea there being I have 10 minutes to do it. So if I do 5 and 10, I will have done 50 pull-ups and 100 push-ups by the end. But like I said, I tend to lose track, so I'm going to mark a Sharpie, mark a sticky note rather, and put it down to remind myself where I'm at so I don't lose track. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Now, I recognize this is 10 minutes, it might get a little bit boring, so I do have to record the whole thing for the interwebs so that folks know that I actually did the challenge. Otherwise, how do you know? But you can go ahead and fast forward to the end for my thoughts if you don't want to watch the entire thing. Okay, we're gonna start the timer now. Okay, that is one set. Dropping my marker. It would follow without me. All right, 42 seconds. So I have a little bit of rest time. I'm gonna take advantage of it, why not? Although I suppose I could compete for their time. But it is 10 minutes. Now I promise my chin is clearing the bar. I have a very long beard. Promise, I'm not cheating. And by the way, no kip-ups. You have to actually have a clean pull-up. They do specify no using your momentum. Note cooperate. No way I keep track of this without those. Now, I did do a zone 2 cardio today, if you're going to do this, I do not recommend just doing this for your workout that day. Do something else. Unless it's a recovery day, not enough. 30 minutes on the stair machine. That's number 4. And I'll probably do a little bit of core work after this as well. That way it's not a complete throwaway. Zone 2 cardio days get a little boring. Feeling pretty good. And that's 5. Feels like plenty of rest to me so far. I'm halfway through. I think 10 minutes so far feels kind of generous. Don't know why I'm waiting. I can just do this whenever. Oh. Don't lose track. Yes, that is my wall creaking. There's actually a crack that forms in the winter. We're not really sure. We think the roof's going to fall in on us one day. Puff and puff and blow the house down. I should be doing a sandbag workout right now because I'm sandbagging. It's lame, I know. All right, maybe we speed this up a little bit. Oh, felt like that didn't clear the bar. Number 8. Starting to formulate an opinion here. Okay, I'm gonna get a little more rest. Okay, that's enough rest. I'm counting my numbers, sticky notes. You do weird things when your oxygen levels. I actually trust myself. Okay, 8:40. Let's just bring it home. Okay, and that was number 10 for the camera, 9:12. All right, guys, that was pretty fun. And yes, I promise my chin was clearing the bar. My beard is pretty intense. How intense is it? My barber, Kim, is afraid to even touch my beard. I tell him every time I go in, I'm like, Kim, we need to take some of the beard off. And he'll just take a little bit, he just barely touches it. So if your barber's afraid, and this dude uses a straight razor, so if straight razor barber won't touch your beard, you got a serious beard. Anyways, about that. So for the test, typically I notice when I look at all the standards out there and they say, you know, here, you should be here, you should be there, and it's a pull-up or a push-up item, typically I find I tend to do better on the pull-up standard than I do on the push-up standard. I'll meet them both typically, but I usually score a little bit higher, whatever the weighting may be. Some of these military fitness tests, CrossFit tests, whatever. I just tend to do a little bit better, relatively speaking, on the pull-up bit. For this one, however, it was kind of the reverse. I found myself fatiguing a little bit more on the pull-up side, although I certainly could have pushed harder. I really should have. I wanted to pace myself because I didn't know how I was going to shake out. But the push-ups, I could have just kept trucking. There's something about getting that break. Doing 10 sets of push-ups, you can just keep going, really, if you're getting a break between sets of 10, whereas 5 pull-ups and you're getting a break, that's a little bit more demanding. So I really feel like if I had to tweak the test or say, you know, maybe it's just not balanced, I feel like it's a little bit more weighted to the pull-up side. Food for thought, really, other than that. But this one's really fun. Give it a try. It's worth your time. You know, it's 10 minutes, can't hurt, like I said. You can stack it on top of like a zone 2 day where, you know, it's basically a recovery day. I'm gonna put a video out, by the way, on optimizing each day of the week for your workout and what days to do what workouts. But for your recovery day or your zone 2 day, it's just a quick little thing, knock it out. Let me know how you feel that I did. Let me know how you did. Put it in the comments section. Yes, it does help me with the algorithm, but seriously, put in the comments section what your score is. If you felt like I sandbagged, please put that in there as well. And please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. As always, thank you for watching this video and take care.